Oh, hi, how you doing? My name is Gabriel Delgado. Soto, welcome to my channel. I'm smoking a little weed, so it hits the chest sometimes. I don't know. Like right now. Alright, so, right now I want to talk about dating advice. Just saw a video, wonderfully made. One was on point. The video I'm talking about is Courtney Ryan's instant turnoffs. So it would have been made today. Men, y'all really got to listen to a video like that. Y'all really missing out on listening to women. They're giving y'all some great advice, y'all missing it. So, one of the biggest ones I noticed was the shutting down of the female voice. That one I've seen prevalent everywhere. So, I've made a lot of dating mistakes in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I've made a ton. You know, that's life. You try to learn from these mistakes. It doesn't look like you guys are trying to learn too much. Or at the very least, you're listening to men when you're trying to learn, which is why usually, I prefer women speak up about this more often than not, because now I feel like I'm just mansplaining shit. But it is what it is. Men, y'all have this tendency to minimize a woman's role both in the conversation and in your friendships. And that's weird. Now, gotta stop shutting her voice down. I mean, y'all want women to talk, but then you shut them down the minute they do. Trying to one up them or seem cool in front of your friends. You know, oh, I know something. Oh, man, just let her have a time to talk. You know, that's one of those things I try to promote when I'm in groups. I haven't been doing it as much recently, mostly because I've been just seeing what happens if it doesn't happen. But usually, you know, certain groups that might have seen me doing it at my finest. But, it's about elevating the female voice in these groups, because women don't usually have a place to speak from. Most men usually just shut them down. If they don't have that, they can't be a part of the conversation. Well, how does that make us look? Just makes us look like a bunch of dicks. Can't handle a woman speaking up. Got a problem with hearing a woman's voice. And then you tell me you want to be with a woman. Well, shit. Why you prefer listening to men? What I'm always wondering. Can I hear her speak up? Do you have to shut her down every time? That don't mean I want to fuck her. But I like to promote that, so that other men will then learn how to listen to their women. Then maybe later on you won't have as many problems in your relationships. Because we already know how that's going to end up. You're a man. You're probably going to get upset. And you're going to hit her. Because she wanted to voice her opinion. Because it made you upset. So, man, learn to control that anger. It's anger. It comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. Abide with it. Obviously, if in that moment it's getting too much for you to handle, just step out the door. I do that all the time. I get so angry to the point I can't handle it. I'm out that door. You probably won't see me for hours. I'll be walking. I'll be gone. I'll come back when, people are asleep. I'll go to sleep. I'll wake up before they wake up. And I'm out that fucking door again. It's easy until you calm down. And once you're back to being able to handle it, you can get back to trying to have a decent conversation. But men, really take note. I know in America they really hate that whole, why is it men's fault? Why is it? It's a history thing, brother. We the ones fucking it up. We can point fingers wherever the fuck we want to. It doesn't change the fact that we're the fucking ones in power and fucking it up. Which is why I choose not to be like that. Okay? So, man, step up your game, man. You actually really want a woman, and guess what? It involves listening to her, getting to know her, being interested in what she has to say. Oh, but it's not what I like to talk about. Yeah, so that might be a problem. You should be the kind of person that can talk about anything. You should be the kind of person that could listen to anything if you really want to get somewhere in life. Because the more you're not capable of doing that, the more options you limit yourself by until literally you have no options at all. And you're stuck in your room, incapable and unable, unwilling, and always blaming the other. As if they can help the fact that, men can be very forceful, aggressive, demoralizing, obnoxious. I think that's cool. Like, that's the way to be. Being obnoxious is a cool thing. Oh, it's funny. No, it isn't. Okay? It's only funny because, well, someone convinced you it was, and you believed it. And if we look back far enough, I get the impression that at one point you didn't think it was funny. But then you kind of had to because everybody else thought it was funny. Funny how that shit starts that way, doesn't it? I can't even remember that shit. But one day you might. And you'll see. Yeah, kind of half the shit we do is kind of fucking retarded. Half these comedians are just bashing on people. They ain't really got nothing funny to say. I've seen funny comedians. A lot of them ain't that funny. Because all they got in the repertoire is how to bash on others, how to make others feel small and shit. Don't pick up your jokes from that. Alright? Don't pick up your cliches, your one-liners and shit from people who fucking just use people. You know? Because that shit ain't gonna work for you. Now, what the woman said, that'll work for you. She's dead on that. Be a good person. Show up. Show that you care about other people. Show that you're emotionally aware. Show that you're not just following the herd. Show that you're independent and able to think on your own. You're able to start conversations. When to keep your mouth shut. When to speak up. When to join in, when not to. Sometimes it ain't even words. When to smile, when not to. When to, wink or frown. A lot of this thing is in the body. You're going to waste a lot of time with the words anyway. A lot of what a person's saying is going to be face, their body. So pay attention to words, obviously. But pay attention to the person more. How are they feeling? Are you accommodating? And a lot of you might wonder, why go through all that trouble? Because the sex is wonderful. But, that's a different story altogether. But, you got to open her up. You got to make her feel comfortable. You got to get her nice and safe. And feeling like she can express herself and be herself. And no one's putting her down. And that's why we've worked so hard for it. Because when we get there, it's really giving. It's really... It's definitely what nature intended. Damn. But, before you can get... Otherwise, you just doing what you guys do. Fuck. That's all you... Fuck. Have you tried making love? Motherfuckers just satisfied with fucking. That's why you keep trying to stick a finger in her ass. I know all these studies say whatever the fuck they say. I don't give a fuck. Personally, a woman has a vagina and she has an ass. Sure, she'll feel some pleasure back there. But I can guarantee you, where it really hits the sweet spot, is located close to the cherry. The organ was built for it, and it requires a lot of attention. It's hungry and voracious. But you gotta know how to get there first. Another woman tells what? What she say? When you open her heart, you will open her vagina. And I concur. I worry about all the other shit I see on porn, but we'll get to that later. I know the true and tried method always yields results. All right, have a good day.